If you are struggling with your bills, then you have permission to say no. No to your kids, no to your friends, no to your family. Just say no. That's all we have to do. It's just a two-letter word. No, I don't have it. Today, I want to give you 3 ways to keep you from being broke. Yes. You know, we do a lot of overspending, lending out money, feeling guilty, so we buy things that we don't need to buy. We worry about others too much, right? So, today, let me give you 3 ways to stop going broke and to start building wealth. Number 1, overspending. You know, when you go to the store and there is something on sale and you think to yourself, I gotta have these shoes because they're on sale. I mean, they're buy one, get 2 free. But did you budget for that? Probably not. That's impulsive spending. You go to the store, you see, perfume. The perfume, a buy one, get one half off. So you think you're getting a deal, so you do not want to miss out. That is overspending when it's not in your budget. So I want to implore you today to stop overspending. Stop spending money you didn't plan for. Now, if you have a budget and you had a line area in your budget for those expenses, then by all means. But in order for us to stop living paycheck to paycheck or paycheck to Monday, we must stop overspending. Listen, we try to dress up and look good for people that we don't even like and don't like us, just to show them that we got it. But that's keeping us broke. So we want to change that energy and save your money and do better things with it. So, number 1, stop overspending. Number 2, lending money to people that you know that cannot pay you back. So you get a call, hey sis, hey bro, you got $200 until I get paid next week? And you're thinking like, yeah, I got $200. Okay, can I borrow it? And you're like, yes, because either you don't want to disappoint that person or you want them to feel as though you have it. So then you lend it. Here comes the time they get paid, and guess what? They ain't nowhere to be found. Your rent is due, and you need $200 that they borrowed to make up your rent. But you can't find them because they're ducking and dodging you because they're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. And you just gave them some money that you could not live without. I would suggest that before you lend anybody money, be sure that if they do not return it to you, that you will be okay. So if you can lend money, that means you don't need that money. But if somebody asks you to borrow money and you're like, wait a minute, okay, I'm lending you out of money that I need to pay a bill, then you don't have it. You just have to say no. And somebody who's broke asking you for money cannot get mad because you said you don't have it. Now I know that happens. It's plenty times people have asked me to borrow money and I say no, and they get an attitude. Hello? You ain't got it, but you expect me to have it? Yeah, no, it don't work like that. So cancel those people out. If you cannot afford to lose it, don't lend it. Number 3, guilt. I know for me, as a single parent, sometimes we suffer with the guilt syndrome. So you want to give your child everything they ask for because you are let's face it, guilty because you don't have the other parent there. And sometimes that can take a toll. So we're working hard, the other parent is not there, so we're just trying to fill in those blanks with buying them whatever it is that they want. When in reality, kids just need your love. Maybe you should get the kids to get them on a budget. If they want something, they need to work for it. If you, let's say, Mom, there's some new shoes coming out. Can I have it? Okay, well, I need you to do A, B, and C. If you do A, B, and C, then you can have those funds. That way, they're working for something. They know the value of money. Before they get old like us and don't know the meaning of building wealth. So we have to teach them from young. And we, instead of buying them all those things, we can do cheap dates with the kids. Okay, take them to the beach on the weekend. Take them to the park. Walk them around the block. If they have a bike, ride with them. Simple things that we don't have to be feeling guilty because, we didn't have it. And now, you know what, let me put on a credit card because, I don't want them to feel this way or feel that way. At the end of the day, our kids need love. So just love them. Now, if it's like a family member or a friend that you probably know they need it, so you feeling guilty like, oh my God, I got to lend them the money. You don't have to lend them the money. What you should do, though, is have them sit down with you and show them how they should budget their money. And if both of you do not know how to budget your money, then you should get with someone that does. This way, you are both learning and you're not carrying on those same behaviors time and time again. So I would suggest helping that person by helping them budget. That's it. Those are the 3 steps I want you to take to start building wealth and get out of debt and to help us from stop living check to Monday. Because let's face it, most of the times when we get paid, our check is already spent. We already know who the money going to, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to pay the next bill, right? So let's cut all that out. Let's be intentional about what we want to do with our money, where we want our money to go. If you want your money to work for you, then you have to do the work. The more money you keep, the more wealth you build. It's as simple as that. So I want you to stop overspending. Learn how to say no, which you mean stop lending money, and do not feel guilty about your choice to say no. We have to have boundaries with people, and people will take advantage of you if they know that, hey, if I go to Maria, I know she's going to give me this $150. Meanwhile, we know we can't lend it, but just to be loyal to you or to them, we lend out this money. And then we repeat that same cycle over and over again because these people know that, hey, she's going to give it to me. One of the reasons we cannot build wealth or we live paycheck to Monday is because we just can't say no. It can be for many different reasons. It could be you grew up without, so now you have, so you want to spend. It could be for your kids. You may be a single parent and you're trying to make up for the other parent, so you want to give your kids every single thing that they want. And it could be because you just work a lot. So instead of spending time with them, you're showering them with gifts, to replace the time lost. But can the time really be made up by money? No, it can't. And then another reason it can be because we just cannot say no. No is a complete sentence and it's close ended. It's not an open ended answer. So once you say no, no is no. When it comes to overspending, we want to buy things that we need, really need, opposed to just buying things because it's there. When it comes to lending money to others, we need to say no. If we cannot afford to lose it or not get it back, then we simply say no. You may be feeling guilt because, like I mentioned before, you may be a single parent trying to fill the void. At the end of the day, it's going to benefit your kids for you to say no than to continue to spend and live paycheck to Monday, and you cannot afford to send them to college if that's what they want to do. Wouldn't it be great if you can just use that money to sponsor them in college? Think of all the money you can save, and it can go towards their education in the future. I am sure that your kids will thank you, literally thank you, for doing the right thing. We are the adults. We have to make the decisions. And the way we train them is the way they're going to grow up to be. I have a prime example. I told you earlier, I'm a single parent. And when I started my budget, I got my daughter involved. I told her to help me with the grocery list. And if she didn't have what she wanted on that list prior to us getting to the grocery store, then she could not have it because it would not be in the budget. When she got to the store and she started seeing things that she wanted just because they were there, I didn't even have to tell her it wasn't in the budget. She said, "Oh no, I can't have that because it's not in the budget." And I didn't write it down. And see, that's the result you want. If you train them the right way and get them involved, it will work out. The kids learn by what they see. So if we be the example for them, then trust me, it will work out for our benefit. So train them now and it'll work. So remember, no overspending, no lending money you cannot afford to lose or not get back. And number 3, stop feeling guilty. That's it. So if you haven't already, I want you to start a budget today. It's never too late. I know it's almost the middle of the month, but start today. Now, until next time, I want you to remember this. Change begins with you. Bye.